Maybe you should do some health hacks.
With my face?
No, your face is never going to be skinny. I'm sorry.
Wow.
With giant head.
I didn't know I had a fat face.
Welcome to Lisa Beats Your Meat, episode 66.
Wow. That would have been
Cheers.
a better number for Satan episode.
Satan. Hold on, I'm going to have a drink.
Good local watershed. Is it watershed?
I need an ice cube. I don't know if I'm feeling this cool. So tonight, what's the lineup, Jimmy? What are we talking about?
We're going to talk about weird things that people do for health.
Health hacks, right?
Health hacks, sure.
I think that's a
We'll
well-known
go with
term.
that.
Health hacks.
So, like, drinking things and eating strange things and weird
Fun health hacks to do.
things we've done, both of us, but
Okay.
never kept up with.
Okay.
But first,
What? Podcast awards?
yeah, actually, even before that,
What? Mozzarella sticks? No.
we can do that. I was looking at our iTunes, and
We don't have any
are
reviews.
hosted on Podbean with an N, which is a great place to get your podcasts. But most podcasts are listened to from iTunes.
I don't even like iTunes though.
I don't even use
It's
it.
hard to get in there. Navigate. It's hard to
Yeah,
navigate.
it's slow, especially on a computer. But anyways, if you like our show and you want to help our show, that's the best way to do it.
Just rate us on iTunes.
On iTunes. And we've had a lot of ratings, but we haven't had a comment
In a
since
while.
2018.
Don't air our dirty laundry.
We've
like
had
that.
plenty of good reviews, but
No, if anybody's listening, they think we're big time. Just keep up with that facade.
oh yeah, so anyways, get on iTunes if you could real quick and just give us a 5-star. We've gotten those. We just haven't had comments.
Yeah.
I don't know if that
We're at
like
4.5 because there's a couple haters out there that gave us a 1-star.
That's good. If there's no 1-stars, then it's probably not a good show. But Apple
interesting.
hasn't let out really what it takes to climb the charts.
Okay. Well, I'm not interested.
So we jump a lot. But that's the biggest thing. People think it's how long you've been there and how many comments / stars you get. I don't know. Whatever.
Okay.
Go to iTunes. Do us a favor and please rate the show.
That was a really fun part of the show to talk about. Anyways,
I don't know if anyone ever makes it to the end, so I thought I'd put
back
that at the
to
beginning.
business. Please go vote for us. I know we talked about this a lot, but it'd be really fun. The more this event, the closer it gets, the more hyped I'm in my head about it. Like, I don't care.
Well, it's still far out, but voting ends soon.
Voting ends the end of May, right? May 31st.
Yep.
And there's actually 2 categories. It's all around podcast and then the arts podcast.
I was not aware of all around.
I didn't either. I would have fake voted like 70 times.
Can you go vote with the same email for all around?
I think you can vote with the same email numerous times.
Oh, really?
Look, I don't know, but all it says is that I can't vote for myself.
Okay.
So I don't know if like Joe Blow at hotmail.com can vote for us like 7 times.
Huh.
I don't know. That's not written. I think it's a pretty they're figuring this out as they go.
It's not
kind of thing.
A Silicon Valley website.
No.
I'm looking at it right now, though, but I don't see.
There's nothing that doesn't say about it in the rules.
There's arts, business, comedy, entertainment,
And then all
entrepreneur,
around.
music, places, travel, society and culture, TV and film. Holy cow. And then podcast of the year.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
Who knew that?
We haven't been telling anyone this.
I
All right.
know.
So if you've already voted for us, go back.
And vote again.
Now, I don't know if this
Like 100 times.
matters, but there's, I don't know, there's like 60 on here.
Yeah.
And we're the 4th one.
I don't think that's...
You don't
we're
think
in
that
4th
matters?
place.
But the crypto naturalist is up there. I don't know. But if you've already voted, go back because
Vote
it'd be
again.
even cooler to be the
And
best podcast
Vote again.
in the history of the universe.
Don't even worry about voting in like the next presidential election. Just vote for us.
And if you don't listen to us very often, we apologize. We will get to a show here in a moment.
Yeah.
But we're just looking
really
for help from
boring stuff.
our old-time beaters.
But let's talk about... So first of all, we had some really great vegan food. We interviewed... what's it? Kevin?
Satan's food truck. Yeah, Kevin. Satan's Realm.
Yeah, Satan's Realm.
The
They
last
had
show, which was a really good show. He was a great dude.
They had their debut this past weekend at Virtue Salon, which is like a vegan salon off of High Street in Clintonville. And it was apparently bonkers. Jimmy went on his new toy. And
it's a motorcycle.
it's like a mini motorcycle.
It's a Honda Grom, which is the coolest new thing.
Okay. Anyways, so he went there and but like well before the end of the thing, it was a lot of the stuff was sold out.
The funniest part was when I pulled up. So have you ever seen where they park it?
Yeah.
It's like in a parking lot next to it. So there's this huge line, like a half circle. And I pull up on that little
And
tiny
everyone looks at
motorcycle
you.
and I got my like open shirt and
Your pink open shirt.
I hop off the bike.
You have shoes that have palm trees on them.
Yeah, I turn around and Yakin standing there. He's like, "You were the biggest hipster I've ever seen." It's like, "Hello, everyone, I'm here."
As you wear your skeet chain. Anyways, so that food was delicious.
Well, yeah,
And
we didn't get to have what we talked about.
No, but we had a gyro and a gyro, and it was really, really good. So I can't even imagine.
Yeah, so we had
Arby's
steak and cheese sandwich, beef and cheddar, gyro, Reuben. There's something else, and then fries. And I got there at 1:30, and I think it closed at 3. And it was like 1:20, and it was moving slowly, but it was the first time the truck had ever been there, and there was a ton of people.
Yeah,
but it wasn't bad. I mean, vegan people, I guess, in line for a vegan food truck, you're going to meet some interesting people. I talked to some cool people.
Slowly, I don't think that's like
the
them specifically.
closer I got to the truck, the like more his mom would come out and be like, "We're all out of this."
Yeah.
And we'd all be like, "Oh,
well,
we're all out of this." And then,
just to make a long story short, it's really good food, and they're going to be there again this weekend on Saturday mornings, or 1 to 3, I think.
11 to 3.
11 to 3.
I'll be there at 10:01.
Yeah, and so go check it out for sure. He's super cool. Listen to our last podcast. And what else? I want to talk about these mozzarella sticks that I made because they were so bad for us, but they were so good. Like I straight up fried something in my kitchen, which like never happens. But
I don't like the smell of that.
No, but I fried up. I like breaded and fried up vegan cheese, and it was. I'm thinking about it. Like it's amazing. So that's cool. If you want to eat something not healthy, not healthy at all. You know what made it taste good? Frying it.
Yeah.
That was the trick.
We grilled up some Beyond Beef burgers.
We did. And I just made some spring rolls. Spring rolls are super like healthy, easy kind of go-to meals because you can kind of just put whatever you want in the spring roll and then throw like a sauce with it.
What's that weird casing?
It's the rice paper.
Oh, okay.
It's like you gotta, I don't know. It's
like
rice
a sheet
paper.
of plastic.
It's basically a sheet of plastic, but not. Anyways, let's talk about. That was a really boring intro. Talk about what we're here to talk about.
Well, actually, what somewhat inspired this, and maybe he's listening. I don't think I ever caught his name, but when I was in line for the food truck, I was talking to a fellow vegan, and everyone has their vegan story and is excited about it. So standing in line for a vegan food truck, you're amongst vegans. So it was good conversations, but I was talking to this dude, and we just kept talking about like weird things. Like, have you ever tried,
eating
salt water in your blah, blah, blah? Or have you ever tried, aloe water? Or it was like all those little things that people try to do.
Saved your earwax and use it as a seasoning.
I'm sure someone has, but.
You ever came and then put that in a crepe and fed it to your teacher?
Oh, well, there you go. You just spiced up the intro. Would you like to elaborate, please?
That happened at a school. There was a middle school around us that it's like the end of the school year. And so these kids, I don't know why they're teachers. I don't know why they're teachers. And like what teacher is like, sure, I'll eat one of the crepes that you just gave me. Especially,
I would have.
Especially from a student that is troublesome, Like, it's not like a good. He came and fed it to his teacher. Like, he clearly
literally came and fed it to his teacher.
But like, he literally. I don't know. I would be worrisome of eating food from a kid like that. But anyways, long story short. Again, my phrase of the night is that these kids. The headline was students use semen or urine and or semen and put it in a crepe and fed it to their teacher. That wasn't the headline because that was a terrible
It's close
headline.
to it.
But so that's that. Okay.
So what teacher was like,
Ooh, crepes.
this might have jizz in it?
No,
like
I mean-
somebody had to be like, this tastes familiar.
A little salty.
And then what? Like,
I don't know.
then you take it to a lab and have it like
Right.
inspected.
Oh, I didn't even think about
Take
that.
it to, like,
How
the
did they
science
figure it out?
teacher?
Well, I did see like one report that said there was a video of some part of that.
That would make sense. If you're dumb enough to do that, you're probably dumb enough to film it.
So they probably like filmed like them making the crepes. Okay, hold on a
Making
second.
the ingredients or making the crepes?
Crepes are hard to make, aren't they?
I think so.
So like
I
these
don't make
kids are
'em.
dumb enough to put jizz in food to give it to their teachers, but like have the skills to make a crepe?
Maybe that was home ec class. I think it was home ec class. I think I read that.
All home ec teachers are really nice.
No,
Sorry.
real nice.
Cream filled. Moving on.
Not a life hack.
So you're in line.
We'll call these what, health hacks? Is that what you call them?
Health hacks. You're in line at Virtue Salon to get Satan's Realm. And let's be honest, the only reason why you were talking with people is because your phone was broken. And
Yeah.
you were having an anxiety attack.
Yeah.
Because you couldn't text me like, dude, it's really nice out today. We should do something outside.
I wanted to
Or
like
like something real stupid.
I felt bad because I saw my friend Yakin, who's been on this podcast, and right when I started talking to him, I was trying to like take a picture of this giant line to post it, and my phone started malfunctioning, and
Lost it.
I've kind of shut down. I was like, dude, hold on. And I like had to like step away from him because I was like panicking.
Life
It
hack.
probably
I think-
seemed very antisocial, but I was just trying to text you,
Yeah.
and
But I didn't need to.
No, you didn't.
You texted me like my phone's messed up, and I was like, okay. Like, you couldn't have waited till you got home to tell me that.
but it was a good eye opening. So that's a life hack right there. Like
you need to put the phone down.
I need to put the phone down, and
You do. I
and
mean, your
then-
phone has a lot of like capabilities. I think you use it real well.
yeah.
But in general,
I would not have engaged in conversation.
so stars
And-
align. Your phone broke. You're talking to this guy. He's talking about weird things, and that's what inspired this podcast.
Yeah, we were both sharing strange
So let's
things.
get into it. Something weird.
Some of them I
I've
don't
done
know.
them all.
Well, the first thing that I've never heard of, and we just started doing last week,
What?
which I like, is putting salt in water.
Yeah. Okay, but let's not do it in every water.
Why not?
Cause I just that moderation thing, you know, like
Well, I was thinking that, and then I read about it, and it makes a lot of sense.
so what is it?
So
I first of all I can tell you what it is because I
yeah,
told you about it.
Tell me.
It's
I think you were wrong.
no, I'm not. So salt, NaCl. If you put it into your water, which is hydrogen and oxygen, or it's H2O, hydrogen and oxygen, that the NaCl reacts with the H2O, and
I didn't get scientific here.
and it makes it's like electrolytes. Like I don't know, the ions do something with one another. They're getting along and dancing, and there's like a heloplex in the background
Whoa.
DJing. No, I don't know, but I know that the chemical makeup of salt added to your water helps electrolytes. It's like a Gatorade. Like sodium helps your electrolytes, but it's not.
I don't know if
Gatorade.
this is the same thing, but I only read one article, and it was it didn't say hydrating, but maybe that's kind of what is happening. It was about minerals, and apparently water soaks up minerals like crazy.
Okay.
So your body needs minerals like vitamins, helps you grow and develop and grow healthy cells and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Healthy nerves, all that. So you need minerals. So our water today is so purified
It doesn't have that.
that it's stripped of those, but it will grab them wherever it can find them.
The water in our body or our bodies? Probably the
No,
water
the
in
water.
our body.
The water outside of
Oh,
our body.
okay.
And then when we drink this water that has no
absorb it.
minerals,
Oh.
it's looking for minerals. So it grabs them from inside of our body, and then we just piss it out.
Pee out the minerals?
But if you...
It's that, like...
Yeah, but if
like,
you...
What's that called? Like, it's attracted to minerals that much that it's going to pull them out of our bodies?
Yeah. But if
Fact
you
check that.
put a little bit of salt in
Someone.
there, like high mineral salt, just a
Like
teeny bit.
pink Himalayan.
Yeah, it'll rip those minerals into the water. So when you drink it, you're just putting mineral water into your mineral body, and everything's kind of how it naturally was before we started purifying the bejesus out of water. So the recommendation was
Just a little.
just a little,
pinch.
and it can't
I like
just
to
be
taste it,
regular
though.
salt.
No, I like to...
Table salt will not work.
I like to
apparently.
get like a 5 cranks.
like it tastes like a slushy.
I want it tastes a little like a margarita.
Yeah, that's not.
You
That's
know?
probably going to dehydrate you.
Nah.
Because that was the first thing that I asked, and that was the headline of the article that I read. Like, we can't survive on salt water, but you're telling me to put salt in my water.
A little bit, though.
Yeah, just a teeny bit. But table salt will not work. So the two that they recommend is Himalayan pink salt. But you just got that at the store?
Yeah. Is that because it's iodized? Iodized? Yeah.
It just has more minerals in it, I guess. Where table salt is like 2 things. I don't know what 2 things they are.
NaCl.
I mean, I have the article
What?
right here.
I'm confused more confused than when we started. Well, okay,
Well,
I don't know. It's something we do now.
Mountain Valley spring water has a ton of minerals in it, and there's
Like that good, what's the best water? The
What?
best in the world. Not
according
Fiji,
to this.
not Evian, not Smart Water. The best water in the world, the hose.
What?
The 100%.
Oh, drinking out of the hose? Oh,
Yeah.
hell yeah. I love drinking
Why
out of the
can't
hose.
like the water out of the tap taste like that? Because
I
it
don't know
tastes
what-
so good.
Is it the metal at the end of the hose, or is it the rubber in the hose?
I don't know.
Or is it that water's been just sitting in the rubber of the hose? Well, no, you can
No,
usually
'cause
run it
it's-
for a bit.
Yeah. It's the best.
I don't know.
I'm only going to drink out of a hose this summer.
There was a guy at Home Depot, I think I told you this, that kind of freaked me out, but we were talking about plumbing
Mm-hmm.
and, lead in the water, and talk about Flint, Michigan, and these older pipes
Yeah.
where they deteriorate.
But do you know that lead, higher levels of lead is actually caused by more environmental than your water?
Well, not in Flint, Michigan.
Well, that's because it was like an overabundance of lead in the water. But in general, most people who have higher levels of lead in their body, it's caused from environmental and not from water. So like redoing a house and that lead gets like put up in the air and then you ingest. It's when you ingest or you inhale the particles. So like if you have lead poisoning from drinking lead, that's real shitty. Like that's really bad. Most people only get it from inhaling it.
I'm going to go get a physical I was just talking about. I will add that to it.
Cool. Bob does not have
I
high
want to
levels
check
of
my
lead.
liver
He
function. I
just
want to
added
check my lead. I want to check my
Okay.
guy I work with just got.
His blood work done?
Yeah, but there's something you can request that they don't usually do that measures like your blood flow.
Oh,
And not just your cholesterol, but actually how your blood is moving through your body.
that's cool.
Because I always tell them they're all
I just
going
had
to
like a
die of heart attacks.
Crap ton of blood work when I was pregnant, so I don't feel like doing that. They
Well,
like tested
anyways.
for HIV. I was like, guys, this is
You good on that?
I was like, that's not needed. But like, what were the results? I'm just kidding.
Oh, we're way off here.
Sorry, you were talking about lead.
Oh, the guy at Home Depot was talking about how, they told us that these were safe, these pipes back in the day, and they're not. And now today, we're using copper, but I don't. I use what's called
PVC?
PEX, P-E-X, and it's plastic.
Everything's
So, like,
plastic.
Everything in our house, from the street to our spigot to our garden hose, it's not traditional plastic, but it's
hard plastic.
really, really hard plastic. But in
like
60 years,
it's gonna be soft
that
plastic.
shit's still going to be there. I don't know how that's going to age.
Yeah,
but I don't want to think about
it's
that.
gonna be the same thing with like knob and tube. Like in 60 years, they're gonna be like, dude, you have that plastic pipes. You gotta take it out.
You got to put in these braided, I don't
This
know.
hemp
Yeah.
pipe that I made from.
Well, anyways, regular salt is sodium and chlorine, I guess. So that's not going to do it.
Sodium and chlorine,
So you need the
NaCl.
Yep. That's
Did
that's
I not
that,
mention
but that doesn't work.
Okay.
You need the Himalayan pink salt, and then there's one other called Celtic sea salt, but it's rare.
Why does
but they're
NaCl not work?
Because it's only sodium and chlorine. We need something with a higher diversity of minerals. Otherwise, the water will try to leach minerals from our body.
I don't think that's...
So it needs to have a lot of minerals in it, or else the water is it's gonna find it where it can.
I don't think that's why I'm doing it. No,
You
I'm
think
doing
it's a lie?
I'm doing it because it reacts with the H2O.
No, I'm doing it for the
NaCl
minerals.
reacts with the H2O, and it creates electrolytes.
I did not find that, but
I don't know what your hippie shit you're talking about. Anyways,
either way, I like it. I think it tastes better.
Mine doesn't. Mine tastes real salty.
Salts, yeah. Well, whatever. What was that? Same outside?
No. What was that?
Hold on, I'm gonna pause it.
Okay.
Anyways,
We're back. Sorry.
we heard a loud scream outside.
That was my child.
I thought it was the dog, but he's in front of us and didn't even open his eyes. All right, anyways, off with the salt. But if you're going to do it, unless you're Lisa, put Celtic sea salt or Himalayan pink salt because you need the minerals.
That's not. Okay.
Sorry. Remember aloe water?
Yes. It's disgusting.
We got to bring this back. I liked it.
It just tasted it tasted like chlorine.
We were talking, I remember we came across this, we were talking to he was like
He was a vet.
Vet from Iraq or Afghanistan.
He said he used to get ripped and then do aloe water and he'd feel fine.
Well, no, he said cactus water.
So like aloe is a
And
cactus.
he was like, don't drink water while you're drinking because you don't get as drunk. And I was like, what? He was like, we would just drink some cactus water in the morning. We'd be fine. And I was like, gave me some cactus water. So we ended up finding aloe water, which is a cactus.
Yeah, we would do it like when we were hungover and stuff to help us feel better. But like it kind of seems like all of my health hacks are in anticipation of trying to not be hungover.
Pretty much all of these have that in them. But no, we were just drinking that during the day. Like we were at the beach. Sorry, that sounded bad.
Yeah, scoot it back, man.
Yeah, I think these, if we sound different lately, it's because of our giant home.
Okay, moving on. Yeah, we did it at the beach because I don't know, it was like a party time. You know?
We were also out in the sun all day.
Yeah. So why do we drink aloe water?
Well, there's a lot of benefits. Apparently, I don't know much about this. You've talked about alkalinity, like pH balance and stuff like that.
Yeah. Is
so
it alkaline? So
yeah,
on the pH scale.
A body with an acidic pH is
base or solid or
I have no idea. It's a breeding ground for disease. If you have
alkaline is or acid is
acid.
Okay.
So an atmosphere where illness thrives. So keep your body balanced by eating and drinking alkaline foods and beverages. And aloe juice is one of those, but it goes with like eating greens and vegetables and all that other stuff.
And then what's some acid foods then? So this is the thought process that I've heard this before, that if you keep your body, is that saying keep your body alkaline or keep your body? Because like you're supposed to be in the middle, right? Like you're not supposed to be super acidic, or you're not supposed to be super alkaline. You know?
I think if
like
you're
the pH of your stomach shouldn't be one way or the other.
Every person who's ever been tested for a major disease like cancer and heart disease and things like that has a very high acidic pH.
Okay, but is that not that?
So
maybe,
you want to bring that down.
Right,
I don't know if you want to
not,
go too far the other direction.
Is that not maybe because the cancer and the disease makes your body acidic?
Maybe.
Not that you are acidic to begin with?
I think the takeaway is that it breeds disease.
Okay. And what are some acid foods?
I don't know about acid foods.
Acidic
Oh,
foods.
like meat.
That's high acidity?
Yeah, dairy.
That's weird because
all the shit vegans don't eat.
Yeah, but that's funny that milk is
high sugar foods.
As high on the acidity.
Yeah. I just knew that. I didn't even read that one.
No, you literally like the other day came home. You're like, listen to what I read.
I think it was a meme actually. But anyways, aloe water. Super hydrating. I guess it's very water dense. So it's not, I mean, you can drink water obviously, but it's a very water dense drink.
What does that mean? How's it water dense?
Beats me.
Oh my God. Are you kidding me? I'm going to start doing I'm going to do the research. Okay.
Okay. You can do the next show.
We're going to change it up. Give me your computer. I'll read it. You can give cute little responses.
You didn't even know what's going on. I got things all over the place.
Okay, fine. You're right.
But it's very hydrating.
Okay. Does it like...
Nothing's as hydrating as water, though.
So that's what I don't understand. Why don't we all just drink water?
I don't know. I feel like for me and my body, just like water just flows.
Maybe you have no minerals in you.
In and out. Exactly. It's going in, it's right out. So I can drink a gallon of water and I'll just pee it right out, and then I'm immediately dehydrated again. But if I drink like, I don't know, a Gatorade or what's the baby stuff?
Pedialyte,
I feel like I get more hydrated. Even I think the salt water is hydrating me a little bit more. I really do.
Okay.
I don't know.
I don't have a problem being hydrated. Just when I like drink too much.
Yeah, and people get sick of water too. So it's anything that goes along with being highly hydrated, better liver function. It's good for constipation. It's good for...
I heard aloe water is really good for constipation.
Yeah.
Did you know that?
No, I didn't. Well, I did once I read this article.
You don't get constipated, right? No, you do. That is your problem.
No, not really. Not
so
to
like
get
if you
too
had
detailed.
If you had a problem, that would be it.
The definition of constipated has to do with probably length of not pooping.
Okay.
And discomfort.
Uh-huh.
I don't ever have any discomfort, but I will go days. And then my farts start to smell really bad.
Oh my God.
So it's discomfort for others, but I'm fine. Like I don't feel it at all. I don't feel bloated. I just, in the back of my head, I'm like, huh. And it's usually because I'm busy. I'm like so busy that I never, it's not until like
stop to poop.
Yeah. It's not like when I go to work on a Monday and I sit down for like teaching, and relax for a minute. I guess my job's relaxing sometimes. That's when I'm like, oh man, I have to poop. But like I don't pretty much all weekend.
Because you're so busy.
Because I'm go. Yeah.
So you have...
But I don't get
two...
I don't get constipated.
Okay, but you have two nervous systems. I feel like I've talked to you about this.
Okay.
Your parasympathetic and your sympathetic nervous system. Okay, and one controls pooping and one controls your fight or flight.
Yeah.
Like sympathetic controls your fight or flight, and your parasympathetic controls your pooping. And if you like parasympathetic might control like sleep. It causes like sleep and digestion. It like basically like helps. It regulates which hormones are released that will help those processes along. So if you are like constantly busy or like in a race or anxious all the time,
chased by bears or dragons,
or if you're like upset, like you're not gonna poop because your body is constantly in that nervous system it's not letting it like chill. Yeah, and you have two sphincters.
Wow.
You have one.
I just wish things would get to business.
And you have one butthole like 2 inches in. You have two buttholes.
What?
Mm-hmm. You have two. Wow. You have one on the outside, and you have one like a couple inches in, and it's a sphincter. It's
not all just one.
No, it
hole?
like so like there's different.
Like a Y and splits off.
No, it's like a. It's like have you ever seen like a ponytail, but there's like a second ponytail holder like in the middle of the ponytail?
Oh my gosh.
It's
pretty good. I'll give you that.
Anyways, but like the first, it's just like the first sphincter is like the first step that like your poop hits, and like it sends like a message to your brain that's like, hey, like the first message is like when the poop's like traveling along your colon, and then it gets to that sphincter and it's like, gotta go, and then that's why you start farting, because it's like letting off. It's like that's like the rocket fuel.
Not to get too into this, but then my body has to get like moving. Like some people
to get it out?
Go in the morning. Like this morning, I was like, it's been a couple days.
You're gonna get going.
I gotta do this. But when I get to work, I'm engaged for the first 3 hours of classroom time. I can't just leave. So I tried to go before I left, and nothing.
Didn't work.
Just nothing. So I went to work, and then I'm there for like 10 minutes, and I immediately have to go. And then I have to hold it for 2 hours and then run home. So that's my life. So maybe some aloe water, and we'll report back. But there's points in my life where it's just completely great normal digestive system. As a vegan, like the story I just told you was like a 2-day break. You know, went Friday, didn't go Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah.
Pre-vegan, this would be a 5 or 6 day story.
It's not.
Which was.
You know what I think you should do?
What?
I think you need to thank your body. I
don't thank my body.
No, this is not even. This is just go.
It's gonna be a podcast about pooping.
Is that like the functions that your body does to stay alive and to stay healthy and stuff, like the stuff that it's doing like on its own, like digestion. Digestion is one of the biggest things it does, and it does it like, kind of without our help. Besides like the food we eat, like it does it on its own.
I wish my teeth would clean themselves.
Okay, well, so digestion's occurring. Maybe you don't. Maybe you're probably like on that second day of not pooping. You're probably like, fuck, I want to poop. Like, God, body, why aren't you pooping? But I think when you poop, you have to be like, thank you, body. I appreciate.
I'm usually more like, I know it's going to happen eventually.
It's like a 14-year-old girl's response.
It can't not happen.
That's not true.
Well,
you could be in the ER, backed up to have to get your colon cleaned out.
Haven't been there, but
okay.
Anyways, aloe water.
Any more
we'll try
questions about pooping?
No, but I just when I'm good, it'll be for months. When I'm bad, it'll be for months. It's the same with heartburn. It'll be good for months and bad, and I can never quite pinpoint it.
Well, I think a lot of your pooping issue seems to be from your lack of staying hydrated.
And it's
pooping.
It's a routine. Like when I can get into a routine, and it's the same time every day. But then the weekend comes, or vacation comes, or a trip somewhere comes. That's when it's like whoop, like that's totally gone. But when I'm working Monday through Friday, I get into a routine. Okay. When the summer comes, who knows?
Shit hits the fan.
Shit hits.
All right.
The second sphincter. It says nope. You're not ready.
Well, I think we need to work on your hydration. So.
Okay, we will.
Next life hack.
Maybe less beer. This one you taught me, which you used to do religiously, and you don't anymore.
What? Damn it.
Cayenne pepper.
Oh, I loved this shit.
Oh God.
Well, okay, so I used to do every morning.
No matter what.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Why'd you stop?
You know what? Because I get in these like funks where it's kind of like I used to do this before I had kids, and now I don't do any of this crazy stuff. But it was just like reaching for, I want to be prettier, I want to be skinnier, I want to be like. It was like I'm gonna do anything I can just to like give me some sort of competitive edge, and it didn't really do it. I think I was hurting my body. I don't think taking cayenne pepper water every day is good.
No? I don't know.
Well, I used to do lemon water with cayenne pepper.
That's what it was, lemon water.
Like a little splash of turmeric.
It always made me feel good.
Yeah, I mean, it's really great for your like sinuses. It could clear you out.
Well, it has
gives you a little bit of fiber. Jump start to your day.
Has vitamin A, vitamin E, vitamin C, vitamin B6, vitamin K.
Oh yeah, turmeric is super
potassium,
good for
riboflavin. It's all in just a little splash.
And cayenne pepper?
Yeah.
Damn,
apparently it boosts your metabolism. I think I remember you saying that.
Yeah.
It increases the amount of heat your body produces.
Try to do
Makes you burn more calories throughout the
day.
It
didn't. It did. It wasn't like it was hurting me, but
aren't there some like
it was kind of like
cultures where they have it a lot in their diet?
Yeah, but like why I did it was because it wasn't like I love my body. It was like, fucking take it, cayenne pepper, because I want to be like 2 pounds skinnier. Like that was like, it was BS, it wasn't cool.
Well, there are benefits.
There are, just not the way I did it.
Not the way Lisa was doing it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember it. I remember, again, helping with hangovers.
Yeah.
It's a way to like smack your body into like, oh, you were concerned with this problem? Well, let's give you this hot ass shit down your esophagus so you can focus on this for a moment.
Yeah. Remember when you drank it and then threw it up?
Oh my God. That might be the last time. I forgot about that. I drink casually a lot, but I don't binge drink.
No.
And every once in a while when I do binge drink, It's only
rough.
been probably more than in the last 5 years, but maybe once or twice a year I've drank so much that I've thrown up the next morning. But oh God, I woke up and I was like, I got this. I'll just drink some cayenne pepper water. And then I threw that up, and
That's
it
hard.
was,
That's
like
rough.
it comes out your nose.
That's rough.
I was just tears pouring down my face.
Cayenne pepper tears.
Burning dragon cayenne pepper coming out of my nose and mouth.
I was like doing jumping jacks. I was like, what, pussy? Get it together.
It's the worst.
I'm just kidding.
Apparently, they don't know why, but it's shown to reduce hunger.
Because you're in pain?
They're not sure. It's a study showed that the capsaicin
Capsaicin?
capsaicin in cayenne pepper water helps reduce hunger, but it's not completely understood. But one study showed that it reduced the production of hunger hormones. So I don't know. I wouldn't say that like I'm walking around all day trying to fight hunger, but a lot of people are.
But that's not cool because I feel like that's probably why I was doing it,
Maybe.
Eat if you're hungry. Eat if you're hungry.
Depending.
Eat if you're hungry.
No, your body.
Oh, eat if you're
tells you.
truly hungry,
Yeah,
I guess. Yeah, there's a long period of time where you're not hungry and you think you are.
tell your body that you're hungry.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
And it learns
Take it back.
differently. Actually, if we want to jump to the end here.
No.
All right, we'll save it. But this will be a throwback. But anyways, it could lower blood pressure.
Okay.
In a huge
Well, I have really low blood pressure.
worldwide study.
The people when I was pregnant, they were like, "Are you okay? Your blood pressure's really low."
Oh, I missed that biometric screening I was supposed to do
Oh.
for a free Target gift card. They live in the high life over here.
Yeah.
But yeah, lowers blood pressure. That's been proven in studies. So it's not just
So it was just in the
Valley
morning,
girl Lisa trying
and
to
it was a drink.
lose a pound.
It was like a shot.
Good for digestive health. Reduces the stomach's defense against infections.
Yeah, it's like Drano for your stomach.
Yeah, that's what worries me. But can reduce pain, I guess. May improve. See, I'm not good with these words.
What? Do you want me to do this?
Yeah,
May improve
What's that word?
sexual ability. God, Jimmy, you didn't even know that one. Psoriasis?
Is that what that is?
Yeah.
Wow. I'm really glad I didn't try to do that myself. I would have said psoriasis.
Oh my God.
Whoa.
Oh,
Well, anyways,
married a genius.
psoriasis is an example of autoimmune disease that appears.
Okay.
So it's good for that, I guess. A lot of studies have shown that it
Let's do
reduces
it.
that. Wow.
Let's do it tomorrow.
May reduce cancer risk. Do we have it?
Cayenne pepper?
Yeah.
Yeah, I use cayenne pepper all the time.
Well, it's a disease characterized by uncontrollable cell growth. We know what cancer is.
Yeah.
But apparently the properties in the pepper reduce the risk of cancer.
Okay.
And cultures that
Way to go,
have it
cayenne
high in their
pepper.
diet don't see much of it. And it's easy to add to your diet.
It's
There
not.
are some risks, though.
What?
Let's see. Too much in one sitting can give you a stomach ache.
Yeah, for
obviously. If you're taking medication for high blood pressure, ACE inhibitors, check with your doctor. This is now a commercial.
sure. Yeah.
Check with your doctor before taking casein cream. It may cause coughing. Also, if you do take blood thinner, like Werefan, check with your doctor before trying cayenne pepper. So most of these, actually anything we're talking about tonight, if I found a downside, the only downside is if you're taking medication. But
Okay.
hopefully you're a vegan and you're super healthy and you don't have to take any medication.
Okay.
But
Well, I mean, just
obviously that's
everything in
not-
moderation.
Yeah, some people I'm sure have to take medication for good reasons,
Okay.
vegan or not.
All right, next one.
Like
Like I'd be taking Zoloft and that
Yeah.
Dramamine
Yeah, right.
and
I'm gonna give that to the kids though.
God, I can't even think of other drugs. That's how lame I am. I'm like that Advil. Like
Viagra.
Yeah, like I'm really Cialis.
I was looking.
That blue chew.
Great sidebar. Next one,
Yes.
which I just started doing again, and I think does work, but I've heard bad things, is the apple cider vinegar.
Okay.
We've talked about that a little
It's
bit.
kind of the same thing as cayenne pepper.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. It's this is more like I don't know. If you go back to,
You just take shots of it, right?
yeah, I take a whack off the bottle every morning, but as a pre-workout, I think it really does And if you work out in the morning, I work out in the morning. It gets you going.
Beet juice.
But it does kind of hurt. Yeah, I want some beet juice. Yeah. That's not on here. Can you make me some beet juice?
For sure. Beet juice is supposed to enhance your working out.
Beet juice made my whole body just
like tingle,
come to life.
It really,
let's fucking do this.
Yeah, no, it really does have that property.
And yeah, there's been studies that it's improved like Olympics.
Mm-hmm. Apple cider vinegar, it's like, okay, so like vinegars and apple cider vinegar are really good for you in your diet. You know,
yeah,
that's that acid, alkaline, make the pH of your stomach a certain thing. Like, I think it's really good for you. But it's like the same thing, like in moderation, it's cool. Taking shots of apple cider vinegar, like, you know,
yeah, say that
in a weird attempt to poop, you know, I don't think that.
No. They showed benefits of taking 1 tablespoon up to 2 tablespoons a day, nothing more. Anything
1
past
tablespoon.
that.
And also you got to worry about that on your teeth, you know?
Yeah, those are the downsides.
That's going to really like mess with your teeth.
It could tear up your esophagus.
For sure. So if you're going to do apple cider vinegar, definitely make sure you're drinking lots of water.
Yeah, I follow with water. Because I used to just do it and then just like take it. No. But I was like, I thought about it. I was like, what am I taking? I'm taking my esophagus getting burnt.
Yeah.
Tore up. But one thing it's not in the articles I was reading, but it's fermented, right? Or it's like
apple cider vinegar. It's
like alcohol.
All vinegar's fermented stuff, right?
Yeah, and that's what we were seeing.
And fermented food's really good for you?
Yeah.
Is it fermented? No.
I don't know.
I don't think it's fermented.
No, maybe not. I don't know. But whatever it is.
Something, you know? It's something.
It's old school, but a ton of people use it. And it's like a pre-workout, but it kills a lot of bacteria, apparently.
It's going to kill anything.
Yeah. Lowers blood sugar. Helps you lose weight and reduces belly fat. I think that's another reason a lot of people take it.
Anything that says helps reduce belly fat, like everyone's like, fuck,
let's
do
this. Yeah.
I want to, you know what I want to lose? Belly fat. You know, what if it was like helps reduce, you know, thigh fat?
This is terrible, but there's this new thing going on at the school I teach at.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if it's a cultural thing based on or a socioeconomic thing.
Okay.
But extremely heavy girls are wearing crop tops, like all over the place.
Well, crop tops are really like in right now.
So is these just they're just trying to get in with the in, or is it just like, but like without any reservation? Like it's in a real school, a principal would be like, that's inappropriate. Even if you're 80 pounds or 280, it's inappropriate. At my school, we got it.
So
80 pounds and 280, just all over the place.
Okay, so like the stereotype or the image of like, you know, like when I was growing up, it was like you got to be skinny, you know? So like that was my mindset. I wasn't super skinny. So like, you know, looking at girls in magazines, it was like, oh, I want to look like her. That's another thing that like annoyed me is that like, I don't know, like definitely talked to like a lot of students that are like, you know, minority, like black or another color or whatever.
Hispanic.
Yeah. And they're
Asian.
like, we never saw us on magazine covers. And I was like, yeah, that sucks. But then I was thinking about it. And I was like, I didn't see myself on magazine covers either. I know like I look way more like, you know, these people that are on the magazine covers when I grew up than these girls I was talking to. But in my little head, I'm like, I'm just as far from this skinny bitch than these girls too. So I know, like, that's like, I'm sure no one would like, oh, woe is you know, whatever. But I'm just saying, like, that was my mindset. Like, you can't tell me, like, in my mind, that's how I felt. You know, like, you can't tell me that's how I felt. I'm sorry. But
guys never had to deal with that.
No, not at all. So anyways, but like growing up, the stereotype was like, you got to be skinny, right? And then somewhere along the line, it's like in our school or West, not our school, I don't work there anymore, but thick girls, like, that's what you want to be now. Like, you don't even want to be skinny. You want to be thick. And, like, thick, like what is Drake? Like, BBW. So, the girl looks so thick to make you feel uncomfortable. Like, that's, like, what is cool. So, like, the thicker, the better. And it's, like, I don't know. Like, so the crop top, that's just what's in.
Ass
and it
like
just,
Texas and a face like Claire Huxtable.
Yes. Yeah.
That's a great line.
But, like, that's just in. So, like, the fact that crop tops are in, like, I don't know. They're just living
it's
their
weird.
life.
I
you know?
haven't seen it out like that. Like I've seen bigger girls and they wear tight stuff, but now it's just like skin.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my God. I'm not a fan of it.
No, I mean, I don't think it's appropriate for...
Who am I to judge? No, I am judging. It's not healthy. Like, you're flaunting unhealthiness.
I mean, it's like a line. Yeah. Like, it's one thing to be like, damn, she thick. It's another thing to be like, damn, she got like diabetes.
Yes.
You know?
Like Cardi B and Nicki Minaj.
Cardi B's like not even thick.
They're
She's like skinny.
She's thick.
She's not.
But like skinny thick. Like healthy thick, it looks like.
They just have big thighs.
Yeah, they're just...
And Cardi B actually talked about how she like paid for her butt. That's not even fair. Like the Kardashians, if we just want to go there, their body style, their body type, like their super skinny waist and the huge ass and huge like the hourglass thing, that's completely fake.
I don't know who
like,
likes that.
Completely
Do girls like that? I
fake.
mean, guys like that.
I don't know, but like so like now like the girls, like the little girl, like I grew up and I like what was cool was like pin thin, right? Now it's not. It's like this thick, you know, stereotype. But what's even more cool is this like thick stereotype of like something that's not attainable. Like no one comes out in the real world naturally with a 22-inch waist and 42-inch hips. Like that's not a real thing. And it's really aggravating that that's being perpetrated out to like young females. It's just all unattainable.
Well, maybe they listen to Adele or something.
No, I don't. I feel like I like Adele because I feel like she's definitely heavier, but I feel like she's like
there's a couple other pop
she's
stars.
She's
that
like,
are
what's
just like,
up?
Fuck it.
Like this is me.
It's funny. I just got I have no idea what this means, but on my Apple Watch, I just got an update. Kim Kardashian is beefing with fast food chain Jack in the Box.
Why?
And wants everyone to know it, but she's refusing to dish the details.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know. It's funny that you were talking about her. Anyways, that was apple cider vinegar. So you've heard about this. A lot of people I like a splash a day. I think it does help me feel better and fires me up at least in the morning to get moving. But it's good for cholesterol. It's good for...
We talked about it. It's good.
Yeah. But how to do it, like I said, to 1 to 2
Definitely
teaspoons.
use the water.
Yeah, follow with some water.
All right, what's next? We talked about this.
All right. Fair enough. I think we got 1 or 2 left.
Oil
this
pulling?
one's my favorite. We can do oil. Let's do oil pulling.
What's your favorite?
We can do oil pulling first.
No, what's your favorite?
I threw this one in here. I didn't even
can't.
find an article on it.
Uh-huh.
But the nasal douche.
That's not a life hack. That's just something you do.
It's my life hack.
Okay, I've never done it.
People.
No, that's not true. I did it once when I was like sick.
So most people have
Jimmy
heard of like
just
the
loves douching.
the neti pot.
He's like Mr. Douche.
Call me Dr. Douche, DD.
Yeah.
I've never used a neti
That'd be a
pot,
dentist.
but that's what you usually think of when you think of flushing your sinuses.
Uh-huh. So you shoot water up your nasal cavity and it goes into your brain and it comes out your
It doesn't go into your brain, but so
mine went in my brain.
what's the other one? There's the
I
one
saw like a brain noodle came out of my nose.
Probably shouldn't have been there then. I got to this point because of allergies, but if you think about, remember like the Zicam, the Q-tip that you stick in your nose and you rub it around to try to keep you from being sick? Mm-hmm. When you're going to get sick, that starts in your nose.
Yeah.
Like the little hairs in your nose, grab
it either
shit.
comes in like an orifice, you
And
know?
it
your
just,
mouth or your nose.
It just sits there.
Your vagina.
Whoa, hey, face, nose. But if you flush all that out, it can have benefits. So I thought maybe that there was some danger to this. Mm-hmm. But I used to do it just when I had like a really bad allergy attack or when I got sick because it was a pain. You have
Douching
to,
is?
yeah. So to do this, you have to have.
Is it painful?
If you've ever bought one of these, no, the process is burdensome. If you've ever had this neti pot or any of the versions of it, Dr. Neil Med, I think is what one of them is. You have to get distilled water, or you have to boil water and let it cool. And then you put that into this thing and you add saline to it. And then the salt water goes through your head and, salt water flushes things out. It grabs mucus and pushes that out. But that process is a pain in the ass.
Okay, and this is made it better?
I
This
found...
new invention?
I don't know why this one hasn't caught on yet. And I would like to call this guy and say, you should push harder. I've only seen it in generic form or on Amazon. Someone came up with one that you can't find anywhere, but it's
like filtered.
It's filtered, yeah. So it's the big bottle, and then you put this giant filter on the top, and you can just put whatever water you want in it. So it runs through this filter.
And
I've done
shoot
it
it up your nose.
Yeah, I've done it with the saline using tap water, and it burned like I was snorting cayenne pepper water. Like horrifying. But if you have just distilled water, you don't feel anything. So anyways, this thing is convenient. So I use it in the shower.
I know.
I'm
takes
on
up half my shower shelf.
2.5 years of literally not missing one day. And
that's exciting. How's it going?
I think it has reduced sickness for sure.
Yeah.
Definitely allergies. I still have allergies, but when I do get sick, every morning it just blows out. I think it speeds it up.
Nasty stuff comes out.
Yeah, I think it speeds up the process of a cold. But
I would love it, you know? I blow my nose and it's just like, it's nothing fun, you know? It's just boring.
I'm like addicted to it. If I don't do it, especially like when I'm always painting or I'm cutting stuff with saws. I'm sucking crazy things into my head all day.
Get lead paint chips just coming out of your nose.
I just think about it just sitting in my head, and this can flush it all out.
You guys have a giant nasal cavity.
I don't know.
You got a pretty large schnoz.
I do?
Yeah, it's not. I mean, it's not. I wouldn't say it's small.
I want a doctor to look at my nose, like a nose doctor, because I think there's I think part of my allergies is there's something crazy going on up there.
Do you have a deviated septum?
I don't know. No one's ever looked up there.
I have a deviated septum. I've looked at my nose, and it's like the middle line that like separates your nostrils is like completely off kilter.
Mine's pretty balanced.
But that only comes from trauma. I'm kind of wondering.
You get bashed up?
When did I get hit in the face so hard that my nose is messed up?
I don't know. Max and Bob have banged off the floor like 8 times the past 2 days, but they hit the back of their head. Maybe you fell forward.
I don't know.
Well, anyways, I looked up like, is there anything bad
about douching? You're definitely not. You're not supposed to douche your vagina.
Constantly?
You know,
I've heard that.
You're not supposed to douche your vagina at all.
At all.
It messes up the pH.
And what is
I've
that?
never douched
is that
my
the same
vagina.
thing? You're just shooting saline water into it?
I never really thought about the process of douching your vagina.
I just called this the nasal douche because I showed my dad once, and he was like, "Oh yeah, the old nasal douche," and I was like, "You've heard of this?"
So like when you douche your nose, you've got 2 holes.
Yeah. So exactly, it goes up one and it comes out the other. So where are you going with this?
Shooting it like up your vagina and it's like coming out like your butthole. Like how's this working?
I think you just close and you shake it around a little and then just let it out.
I don't think that's
like when
I think it's like one of those balloons that they use to like pump up your lungs in the hospital.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, all right.
Anyways,
moving on
a lighter note,
douche.
Actually not really. The only negative I found was that there have been a couple cases where people didn't purify. This is why I would say again to whoever makes this filter thing, they didn't purify their water well enough. And they got that brain-eating amoeba.
Oh, my
heard of that
God.
Shit? So it's killed several people.
Jesus.
Yeah, because they sucked. It's one thing to drink this thing, but they sucked it up into their head.
Like it immediately went to their brain.
Yeah.
Go clean the filter.
Well, I replace it. It says you can use it for 6 months. I replace it every 3 months.
But do you use it every day?
Yeah. No, I trust me. I've done all the math based on the box. I'm not overusing the filter by any means.
That's terrifying.
But yeah, I didn't know that.
That's an extreme drawback.
I was saying, and I'm pulling this off the shower, so I'm pulling straight tap water, you know. So I don't want to shoot crazy shit into my brain because you're supposed to use distilled water with the regular ones, but I don't know. It's a pretty large filter. But for me personally, I would say anyone who has sinus issues, try it. I love it. I'm obsessed with it. I couldn't find any article even about this filtered one, but I bought your mom one.
Yeah.
She said she liked it. But for me, it was like, it's a convenience thing. If it's something that's a pain in the ass, I'm not going to do it every day.
Okay, God, be tired of douching
even like
enough.
your cayenne pepper water. Like, I liked that, but you did it for me. Like, handed it to me when I woke up.
Things for you.
Yes, you should bring that back.
Okay. Moving on.
2 more.
Talk about oil pulling?
Yeah, oil pulling.
Oil pulling's cool.
I couldn't find much about it, but
I can tell you about it. Don't worry. It's my show. Oil pulling is when you take coconut oil, usually unfiltered or unrefined, and you take like a teaspoon of it You put it in your mouth. You don't swallow it. You just swish it back and forth for like 5 minutes, kind of.
No, a half hour or something. We used to do it for a half hour.
That's probably because I just like didn't want to talk to you. I was like, just put this in your mouth.
It's like 4 to 6 hours.
Take this teaspoon of oil and just no, you can't talk. It's fine. Shh. Anyways, I did it for like 5-10 minutes at most. But you swish the oil back and forth in your mouth like pretty aggressively, and the oil latches onto like the bacteria and nasty stuff in your mouth, and then you spit it out. And when you spit it out, you spit out all the bad stuff.
Yeah, and
bada bing, bada boom.
if you keep it in the cabinet and your house is not hot as balls, it's solid.
Yeah,
but it changes to like a liquid
at
in
room
your mouth.
temp.
I didn't know that. But if your house is a little warmer, it's you like drink it in there. Either way, it ends up like a very swooshy thing.
Liquid.
Yeah, but apparently it's
really good for
there's
you.
no scientific like understanding or evidence, but the idea is that it pulls toxins out of your mouth, and out of like your body and even your bloodstream.
Out of your bloodstream.
And it's good for your breath. Good for cavities.
I think it's just it's like a cleaner.
Inflammation, gum health.
I think oil. So like if someone was like, why does this work? This is why I would tell them why it works. I feel like I've been really good at coming up with reasons that I just make on the fly.
Yeah, let's hear it.
Yeah, well, so I think that the things in your mouth that are causing bad breath or that are sticking in between your teeth or like the bacteria, those are like nasty things, right? And that oil is, I think oil sticks to those like nasty things better. Like if you think about like an oil substance, like it's going to like slide in between those teeth and like pick up what it wants on the way. It's like, first of all, oil's thicker than water.
Yeah.
So it's like thicker than your spit. So if it's like a force, it's like taking like foam and just like filling your mouth with foam and then like taking that foam out, you know, like it's going to pull all that stuff out.
That makes sense. Mm-hmm. I was reading, I found an article that was like, I oil pulled for a week and here's what happened. Mm-hmm. I was looking for anyone who's had a negative experience, and this person couldn't like handle it. Like they were so grossed out by it.
Oh.
I'll be honest, I was grossed out at first because it was like I was putting this gummy thing into my mouth and then it turned to oil. But I kind of liked it. But then
it doesn't gross me out.
She said, I'm assuming it was a she, that by like was the first day she did it, she was hungover from margaritas, and she had read that there was benefits to hangovers, and that it gave her more of a headache while she was doing it, and then as soon as she spit it out, she said it relieved her hangover. And I was like, I don't know about that. I haven't tried it hungover.
That sounds like an internet response.
Yeah, like a placebo or something. But said as every day went on, she couldn't do it as much, and then it was just grosser and grosser. And then I've had this. I actually, like you feel like your body tells you things. Mm-hmm. Like I feel like it does work because I just feel like my body was telling me, like, you have some nasty shit in your mouth. Like it's working because it's pulling shit out. And then after a few minutes, I just had that feeling.
Like something gross is in your mouth.
Yeah, because it was working. It was taking gross stuff out of my head.
Yeah.
And then I should just spit that out and wash it out. Like I don't want to swoosh around nastiness for 30 minutes. Like when you take a bath, like that kind of grosses me out too.
Like especially
after
if you
5
pee in
minutes.
that water.
Yeah. And fart.
Just pee.
Anyways.
And it's like the bath is like hotter than your pee. Have you ever had that happen?
Nope.
You've had that happen.
Wait, what?
That when you pee in a bath.
Wait.
I swear to God.
You were seeing sarcasm. I thought you've peed in your own bath.
Not like when I was a kid.
I've never peed in the bath.
Oh my God.
I peed in like every pool I've ever swam in, but I've never peed in a bath.
You've never peed in a bath and your pee is like lukewarm compared to your bath water.
No, never peed in a bath. I've taken 10 baths probably in the last 30 years.
I've peed in 3 of them.
And wow. I don't remember bathing as a child.
Just kidding. But not. All right, last life hack.
I pee in pools and it's warm.
I don't do that.
Oil pulling, though, if you want to know how to do it, get some
You
good
wouldn't
coconut.
know how to do it. Put oil in your mouth and swish it around.
Yeah, I guess I already said it. But it's just 5 minutes and increasing the duration until you're able to do it for 15 to 20 minutes.
I don't think so. Just
And
do it
for
5
the
minutes.
best results, do it early in the morning on an empty stomach.
That's also BS. Just do it whenever you want. I'd like to do it after I eat because it's like brushing your teeth.
I guess so, yeah. And then brush your
So,
teeth after it.
Yeah.
Last one, which I'm excited about. We need to go back to it.
Okay.
Is charcoal.
Oh, I use charcoal for everything.
Charcoal, don't play. We grilled burgers on our charcoal yesterday, but
Charcoal
consuming,
pills.
what is it, activated charcoal? Is that what it's called?
Activated charcoal. I used to take our charcoal pills, put it on my face,
Yep.
brush my teeth.
Isn't that what you
with
made
it.
that like green face mask out of? Was there charcoal
No,
on
that's
that?
there might be a little.
Oh no! When you see those things on Instagram where people are peeling them off their face and ripping blackheads out.
Well, that's because they use. There's like a face mask where you can do
You put
charcoal
glue in
and
it?
glue, and
Remember-
it tears off.
Remember,
your face.
I tried it and I have a mustache.
No,
Didn't we try it on like my face and it?
I
We
can't.
were like
remember
ripping
that.
some hair out of
Yeah.
my face. We tried it.
Yeah. But charcoal is again, it was the only reason I started doing charcoal, honest to God, like forever ago, because I heard it helped pull toxins out. So when you were drinking, like I would take it, this is why I did B12, but you would take 2 like before you started drinking and then you drank. And then the next morning you were supposed to feel okay because it pulled all the toxins out.
Yeah, but you just put like a filter in your body.
Yeah.
Like, that's what Britas are made out of, and anything that
Charcoal.
filters water, it's filtering it through charcoal.
Yeah.
So it's this activated ingredient. Activated charcoal is not the same substance as found in charcoal bricks or what we cook on, but
Okay.
it's extremely absorbent, allowing it to bind molecules, ions, or atoms, and it removes these dissolved substances. So it is like a natural filter. Mm-hmm. But we've whitened our teeth with it. Mm-hmm. That
It
was
works.
impressive.
It
You
really
made me
does
do that,
work.
and it makes your teeth like black while you're doing it, and then
Like
they're
immediately.
immediately white. Like it's the only whitening I've ever seen immediate results from. I don't know how long it lasts, and I've never sustained it, which I probably should. My teeth are not that white. Drink a ton of
see.
coffee.
Is that how you smile?
That's how I show my teeth. You want just a smile?
It's terrible.
Anyways, but it's good for all those filtering things like kidney health, gas, filtering water, diarrhea.
Okay.
I've never had that. Teeth whitening. But a lot of people do take them for preventing hangovers. So skin infections.
You know why I did all that? Because I used to like back years ago, like when I was in my like 20s and like partying and stuff, like I was not a good partier. So it was just like I was like having anxiety about drinking before even drinking started. Because you know what the problem is? I'd like to drink from 3 to 7.
Yeah.
That's it. And like, but like that wasn't cool when you're in your 20s. So like I had to like drink from like 9 to 12. Like I always wanted to go home. Like I was so infamous of like, oh, Lisa wants to go home. How weird. But it was like,
Yeah.
I don't want to be out. This isn't fun for me. Like I never enjoyed it.
I was the complete opposite. I'm with you now. Like sometimes we drink in the day and we get our hangover before we go to bed.
And then we feel fine the next day.
Yeah, we do. But I used to drink. I didn't drink till 10 o'clock.
I just don't
Then
understand
my first
why.
beer. What was it? Work. People work.
Pitter patter.
And but I was fine. I never had hangovers. I was always feeling great. Wake up like
I don't think I had
feeling goofy and go eat a big breakfast.
Yeah,
and-
no, I didn't think I had severe hangovers, but it was just I didn't like going out. I think it was more I didn't like going out.
Yeah.
And I don't like going out like that.
At night?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't even imagine. When's
Which
the
is-
last time? Remember I saw like the street lights flash in some areas around here at like 10?
Yeah.
Like when I would play hockey and see that, I'd be like, whoa.
Yeah. I just got too
where
much
am I?
going. I got too much going on during the day, man. You
I
know?
just like the way it feels to wake up alive instead
Mm-hmm.
of being like, I don't want to get out of bed. That's a
Life.
better feeling than being drunk at midnight.
At like 4 in the morning I wake up and then I lay there until it's like appropriate to get up. And at that moment, I'm like, oh, thank God the day started.
Well, charcoal is your friend, I guess. And on that note, we're done. But I actually found one more article that I've been talking about to everyone I come across. I think we mentioned this like a month ago. Maybe not. There's a dude in Ohio, in Cincinnati, who, this is not a health hack. Well, maybe it is. Who for Lent decided he was only going to drink beer. Mm-hmm. Like he didn't eat
40
food,
days.
didn't drink water, nothing into his body but beer for 46 days.
And he's going to live in the desert.
Nope. But he actually worked for a brewing company or brewery.
His name was
in Cincinnati.
Jesus or Jesus?
It wasn't no, Jesus.
What was it?
It was like Phil. But anyways, it's over now. He did it. His name's Del Hall.
And he died.
He drank 2 to 5 beers a day for Lent. And that's it.
Okay.
And he lost 44 pounds.
That's not surprising. Said
he's never felt better in his life. He's in his 40s. He said he feels like in his 20s. All of his medical stuff checked out great. What he said the benefit was, and we didn't get into this today. I wanted to do some more research on it. He almost equated it to fasting in a sense that he said that he was like he's a war vet. Mm-hmm. He's run marathons, but he's an overweight guy now. He's put his body to the limits before. So he said he knew he could do this. But one of his weaknesses is food. And this was my throwback to earlier. He said that this taught him that he's not always hungry when he thinks he's hungry. Mm-hmm. And it taught him to really understand his body. And I think that's where fasting comes in. We think we're hungry when we're not.
I think you're thirsty a lot when you're hungry.
Yeah, that's what he said too. He actually was talking about that. But anyways, he didn't get sick of it. But the only thing he didn't like is he was trying to drink. So this is based off like monks in the 1600s used to do this. Mm-hmm. That would brew their own beer, but they made a really sweet beer. So he tried to mimic that, and I don't like sweet beer. Apparently he doesn't either, but that's what he was drinking the whole time. And after his 46 days, he was just totally fine.
He ate a cheeseburger.
Well, no, he had to work himself back in. It's like, if you like save a Somalian in the desert, you can't just give him a Big Mac. Your body has to ease into it. He started with broth and then worked his way up from there with some vegetables, then slowly incorporated meat, whatever.
He's
not a vegan. He didn't go vegan.
Jimmy just rolls his meat. Ugh,
meat.
Whatever.
Some kind of plant-based meat. But he said the first thing he wanted was sushi.
Interesting.
Yeah, but very fascinating. That's a good life hack too. Not sure I'd ever try that, but this dude actually did it, and he lost a ton of weight.
And he's alive.
He's healthy.
He's alive.
Yeah, so that's the conclusion of our...
Those are health hacks.
I like health hacks. That's what I'm going to title it, health hacks.
Okay.
That's clickbait right there.
I can give you some more hacks,
Yeah.
Run down all the inventions I've had.
No, we don't have time for that.
Like my cutting board. That was cool.
Never happened. When's that going to happen?
I don't know. I had an idea for like the toddler walker, but for old people.
Didn't love it. We're at hour 8, just so you know.
The shower sack. I wanted a strap. I wanted a baby.
I didn't hate that one.
A baby backpack that was made out of like plastic that
Mesh.
I could put my baby in and shower with him attached to me.
That's not a bad one.
Mm-hmm. Dramamine, but for babies.
Okay. The one might take some legal teams to help us with.
Like, they have like edibles.
Yeah.
That, but for alcohol.
Ooh, like, eating alcohol?
Like rum pudding, but more rum than pudding.
What about like a pill that gets you drunk?
That's just drugs, Jimmy. So why not just take a pill?
Well, not that will get you drunk. That doesn't exist, does it? Is that possible?
Yeah. Also, like earbuds for your ears, so you can't hear what everyone else is saying, but they're like
they look
hidden.
like
Yeah. They're just hidden in your ear.
Have you ever invented anything in your head that actually became an invention?
No, like I'm sure you invented the iPod.
No, but two things.
Also health. We just talked about this. Health insurance agents.
Oh, yeah.
Like instead of like an insurance
I think
agent.
that exists.
A health insurance agent.
That has to exist. That's a good idea, though.
Okay.
It's the only thing you actually need an agent for. Like car insurance is not that complicated.
No.
Health insurance is
It's really
very complicated. My ideas would not have made me rich. But one thing that I really, really wanted to create someday was a driving range where you hit balls into water. That exists.
That's like not.
It's been around for a while. But the thought was, and this probably is how they do it, that underneath the water, it's angled back towards where they come from.
Okay.
So you don't have to collect the balls. They just come back because they're rolling down a hill underwater. But that exists. I saw it in a movie like 10 years ago.
Okay.
And then the other one was, I don't think this is making any money, but you ever use Rate Your Professor?
No.
Like in college, I remember taking classes and always being like, I'm playing the game. I'm not here to learn. Mm-hmm. I'm here to get a degree. I didn't learn shit in college. And I probably could have, but I didn't even try to.
I learned so much in college.
I learned nothing. So my goal was like I would talk to strangers and be like, what classes are the easiest? Because, like some professors are way easier than others.
Yeah.
My goal was to figure out who the easy professors were and take those classes to get that credit for an easy A. And I was like, why isn't there some kind of website where we can go look at these professors and rate them? And then it came out like it happened. But again, I don't think that's a super popular one. But I used it in grad school towards the end, and I picked my professors based on. There's even like a hot scale.
Based on how
are they hot?
Easy they were.
Yeah. Well, it was just the overall review of the professor, which I think is a good idea.
Okay.
But I had it and I didn't. But I don't think it's making money. It's not like Facebook or anything.
I was just in there to learn things.
Those are my inventions.
Okay.
One other one that couldn't afford was like a Uber that is a tow truck.
Oh, we came up with that together.
Yeah.
In the wintertime.
Yeah, but apparently the tow trucks do this on holidays, like AAA, but there's no money in it. Like the amount of money that it costs to do that is not.
Why
you're never
did we
gonna make
want
it
to do
back.
that?
Because you go get fucked up and you maybe didn't plan to.
Oh,
and you
so
don't want to
your-
wake up in the morning
you
without
bring
your car.
back,
So you
yeah.
wake up and your car's there.
Yeah.
But I did see a company, and I didn't come up with this, that actually took little motorcycles like mine, like teeny little scooters, and they drove to the bar, drove your car home, threw their little scooter in your trunk or in your car somewhere, and then scooted away after they brought you home. That's genius, because that doesn't have the overhead of a giant truck. That has the overhead of like a tiny
These are
little
ideas
scooter.
that someone else came up with.
These already happened, yeah. That's a good idea. But I haven't caught on yet, so
It's
who
not
knows? Maybe we could do it
like
better.
a brookie.
What's a brookie?
Like a brownie and a cookie.
Oh my god. But this is a long podcast, so we gotta go.
What about like a... No, madam.
No?
Okay.
An anal douche?
An anal douche. You know what? I feel
That
like
could solve my problems.
people probably should do an anal douche every once in a while.
Actually, I've definitely given myself an enema. And it didn't work. We gotta go.
Right. Thanks
So
for
that was the
listening.
episode.
Please rate us.
Vote for us.
Vote for us. And please listen, even after you listen to this one.
The next one will be way more
Please keep
exciting.
listening.
This is our sophisticated episode, but
Sophisticated. Okay. I think that's it. So, good night.
bye.